Off the coast of Hyogo, there's a place that most people never notice, but it's actually part of one of Japan's oldest stories. This is said to be the Dragon Palace in the story of Urashima Tarō. According to legend, this is where Urashima Tarō was taken beneath the sea and where time itself stopped. It was the story and the coastline which really drew me to photograph it. So I'll come back to Urashima Tarō, but for now, I want to see this place for myself. Alright, so I have now arrived at my first spot for the Nochigashima Islands. It is currently 11 PM, so I'm pretty knackered. I've just done a 3-hour drive from Shiga. Yeah, we'll just have to see tomorrow morning, and yeah, I'm gonna go head to bed now. Okay, so it is now currently 5:36, and I was just woken up by hearing a few cars. There's not many of us here, but there's around about 2-3 cars, so I assume we're all shooting the same thing. The weather conditions have cleared up pretty nicely, so I don't really see too many clouds. I can see some nice clear skies. So yeah, I'm just gonna set up my tripod quickly and early. Okay, so it is now around about 6 o'clock. I'm pretty much all set up, ready for the photo in the morning. The conditions are better than I thought, considering yesterday it was pretty rainy. It's now not so cloudy and it's looking like somewhat clear skies. The sea is looking pretty rough, which is going to make for some cool dynamic shots, but it's not going to make for a peaceful sunrise scene. So pretty excited to see what we get. As I waited for sunrise, I noticed a dense flow of fog spilling over a single mountain and straight into the sea. Overnight, cold air had pulled into the Kinosaki River basin, and it cooled until it condensed into fog. When the sun came up, the cold air was pushed downslope towards the coast, funneled through the river valley like a channel. As it reached this ridge, the fog was forced upwards and accelerated, spilling continuously into the Sea of Japan. Long ago, along this coastline, there lived a fisherman named Urashima Tarō. One day he rescued a sea turtle from the shore and returned it to the ocean. Days later, the turtle appeared again, this time offering to take Taro beyond the sea, to the palace of the Dragon King. Taro climbed onto its back and was carried across the water until land disappeared and only the ocean remained. The palace was said to lie beneath the sea. When you look at islands like this, rising alone from the water, it's easy to see how people imagined places beyond the human world. Taro was welcomed by Princess Otohime. He feasted, rested, and lost all sense of time. But when he finally returned home, nothing was as he remembered. His village gone, everybody he knew had vanished. Hundreds of years had passed, while the sea remained unchanged. Alrighty, it is time to make a trip to the Konbini. Let's go. Whoa, look at that. That is beautiful. After grabbing some snacks at the Konbini, I then headed towards the beach, where I slowed the day down and caught up with some editing. Good morning. So I have now arrived at my morning spot. This is where I am. I'm going to be shooting the Nochigashima Islands at a bit more of a sea level. I'm at this quite nice viewpoint, kind of right next to this aquamarine park. It's pretty cold, it's pretty cloudy, but there is a nice gap which might make for some beautiful colours just on the right side there. So I'm going to see how it goes and take a couple of photos. I'm obviously going to use the telephoto lens because I'm quite far away, and yeah, I think around about 70 to 90 would give me a nice mid-range photo, and then I might push into the details of 200 millimeters. So let's see how it goes. So I'm actually framing the sort of in the foreground. I'm using a little bit of a foreground element of the rocks to kind of lead your eye straight towards the islands in the top right corner. So we'll see how it looks, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna try a little bit longer. We're gonna go to like F16. See how that looks. 20-second exposure, oh my god. Dude, this is a 25-second exposure. Let's see how this actually picks up. So that pretty much wraps up me shooting this beautiful Nochigashima Island. I'm pretty stoked with the shots that I got this morning, especially the long exposures. I also really think that the shots with the foreground and the rocks came out pretty nice. The sunrise was actually pretty nice. I think the pastel colors, pinky, purpley, they came out pretty cool. It's pretty much gone now, so. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go head back home. Is looking crazy, so I'm literally just leaving now, but I'm considering just stopping. The light is just hitting the island perfectly. I think I'm going to pull over and get some shots. Alright, so I am back home in Shiga, and what a location that was to shoot. I mean, that whole island is just so picturesque, and I've walked away with some photos which I am very, very happy with. Especially right at the end when the sunlight just started to hit the island. I think those long exposures look really cool. And I also have something really cool to show you. This A1 print of the beautiful Unkai castle, which I shot in the last video, has finally arrived. I think it looks beautiful. So if you are new around here, please hit the like button and subscribe button, as it helps me in so many ways. And of course, I will catch you in the next video.